Aquarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early October 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we can dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Aquarians. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going. My guide, spirit team, talk to me about Aquarius here in early October, beautiful time of year. What energies, messages, insights can we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Aquarius, please. What is happening for my good friends? Thank you. Okay, Libra energy makes sense with the time of year we're in, because at the time of this filming, we are in Libra season, and this card literally has Libra written all over it. So we're definitely going to have to dig into this further. I generally like when this card leads off a reading because it's harmonious. But there could be some things that we want to take a look at. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the October subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card a little bit more. Now, this always reminds me of the Two of Pentacles. So we see this individual holding two yin yangs right there, and you know, it's like the dark, the light, the up, the down. There's something here about balance. Notice it literally has the Libra insignia right down there on the bottom. So for a lot of you, maybe there's something important that's going to go down this Libra season. Again, next couple of weeks at the very least. So it could be an important time for a lot of Aquarians. And you know, in the zodiacal wheel, I know when planets transit Libra, it does affect the Aquarius side as well. Now, aside from that, when I think of this again, I do think of balance and harmony. Nothing in life is ever at a true state of balance. It could get very close, right? But nothing is ever completely equal. So just know either some of you are moving into a really hard time, or you're just having a bit of a struggle, like making something feel balanced. There could be situations involving fairness as well when this card is in the mix. But I do feel like this is always a net positive when it starts off a reading, because it's like, okay, well, regardless of what's going on, there's a nice energy coming in to balance it off. So we're just going to leave it as is for now. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say the first card here, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for the beautiful Aquarians. What's up for Aquarius? And while we shuffle this up and get it ready, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled An Emotional Warning, and the reason it was titled that is because I saw a lot of spikes in the energy. Like I saw some high highs, I saw some low lows. So just know, even for the coming weeks, there might be some emotional spikes. Whatever it is you're dealing with, where certain times you might feel confident, good, on top of the world. There might be other times where the exact opposite could be going down. I get that energy a lot in fire sign readings, so it was kind of shocking to see it in yours, because from what I know of Aquarius, the ones I know in my personal life at least, usually pretty even-keeled people. But let's see what shows up for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone else. Let's get it going. What do we got? First 3 cards for Aquarius, please. Thank you. Magician. This has to be the most popular card through the whole entire zodiac this week, because I keep seeing this Magician repeatedly. And even between the filming sessions of each of these readings I do, I shuffle in between. You know, I don't just like go from the next reading to the next. I always like do a whole little reshuffle, pre-shuffle routine and ritual. Okay, I mean, that's powerful. It's a good card to start with, but I've just been seeing the Magician a lot, quite a bit. 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so a lot of you, this could be very much career-minded, career-based type of energy. Doesn't always have to be. When I see that, I think of groups. Let's get one more out here for you. What do we got for Aquarius? Please. Thank you. Lady Justice. What is this about the Libra energy connecting with you? Because that's the Libra card right there. So not only has this shown up once, it's showing up multiple times. with our little friend over here. Look, I'll show him under there. Look at all this Libra energy you're getting. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. But at first glance, I know I was giving my commentary and talking about this as the cards were popping out. We have two very powerful major arcana that are actually tied into like source energy, karmic energy, with the Lady Justice and the Magician right here. So these are strong archetypes we're talking about. In the center, yeah, there's that career focus or group focus, and everyone knows Aquarius is concerned with the collective in general, right? That's something that Aquarians get a lot of love for. It's how they try to look at the collective and the group and humanity in general. And this card could represent that. I mean, either that or you're just all about them pentacles right now. But let's go through piece by piece and really build this out for you, because I feel like your reading, although it has some similarities from other zodiac signs, there's a stark difference in what I'm picking up. So position number one, the Magician. Okay, saw it in a lot of the fire signs, just sprinkled throughout the whole zodiac here. And this is a beautiful card. Now, all cards have positive and challenge. The Magician, the positives of it, it's a card of manifestation. It's a card of creation, focused intent. So you're not just visualizing what you want. You have intention towards it. You could clearly see it, and you're putting energy towards it. You're meeting the universe in the middle. Just know that your powers to create and manifest and magnetically bring things towards you is heightened in this time when the Magician's here. Notice, has all the elements out there on the table, masterable elements. This is a strong spiritual card. It's a strong karmic card. Notice it has the infinity symbol over the head. So we could be looking at karmic archetypes, especially with her here on the back end, and we'll look into that deeper. Now, the challenge of the Magician is it represents situations involving control. So whether it's situations that you could control, some of you could be in situations where it's a little out of my hands right now. It all really depends. Or you might just be dealing with somebody that's has to control everything. Let's keep moving. We'll revisit that Magician in a minute because it could be very good. It's an energy conduit. Moving to the center, we have the Three of Pentacles, and you see these people, they're all gathered around. They're working on something. All right, that's why I say I link this to career. My two biggest cards of career are the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. So for some of you, there could be situations involving the job, how you earn money, business ideas, you name it, right? It doesn't just have to represent 9 to 5. This could be ventures of your own. If that's not the case, the Three of Pentacles is any team or group dynamic. So whether it's a group of friends, whether it is the coworkers, whether it's cousins and family, you name it, like there's a collective of people with the Three of Pentacles, and usually it's people helping each other. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? In the challenge, this could represent somebody that does not work well with others. This could represent somebody in the group that's making it a pain for everybody else. Someone that's like, okay, well, if you would just stop doing what you're doing, everything would go smoother. Okay, so we're going to have to look at this. And again, it could be simple. I don't like to always overcomplicate things. It could just be focusing towards work and business. But at the same time, we might be getting a clear look at someone you're connected to. Okay, whether it's wanting to or not. Now, moving to the back end, we have Lady Justice, another signifier of Libra energy. Again, we're in Libra season at the time of this filming. If you're not connected to one, Lady Justice, biggest karmic card in the whole entire deck. She does talk about balancing things off. She does talk about situations involving equality, fairness. Lady Justice could represent things getting better, decision making, choice making, judgment, like literally having good judgment skills. Like, okay, should I put my energy here or should I put my energy there? So there might be certain things you're going through where you need to either go left or go right. But I like this card, and it does also represent legalities. So we're talking paperwork, we're talking contracts, possible court-related things as well with Lady Justice, because she's balancing those scales. But the fact that her and the Magician are here, there could be a touch of karmic energy that we're going to want to look at further, because I've been seeing that in recent weeks for other people close to your zodiacal placements. So I want to dive deeper on all of it. Let's jump in and clarify. Let's get a good shuffle here. What do we got? What do we got for Aquarius? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Magician. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Aquarius, You drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, magician time. What's happening? Is that magician here? Thank you. Ten of Swords reverse, huh? Okay. So there could be a worst case scenario that somebody's trying to avoid here when this shows up. This is also extremely protective, energetic focus. So I do feel for a lot of Aquarians out there, regardless of situations you may be going through right now, could be very important to protect your energy, whether that is through ritual. And listen, you know, if you watch me every week, I don't normally talk about like ritual and spirituality like that, because I know there's some people that are very agnostic that watch this channel, and that's totally fine. But you need to protect yourself. You need to protect your energy. So whether it's grounding, whether it's smoke cleansing, you name it, whatever it is that you feel protects and seals off your energy, you should do so, especially if your gut is pulling you to do it. Now, just know that you could be extra susceptible to the energy of others in this time. That's a message I feel like I have to give. So that's a bit of an energetic warning we're picking up. However, aside from all that, I know that was a whole tangent. I feel for a lot of Aquarians in this time, the magician with the Ten of Swords in reverse is somebody saying like, all right, I want to avoid the worst case scenario, or I've been through something like this in the past and I want to make sure it doesn't happen again. Okay, so for a lot of you, if you've had some tough things, everyone's had a tough thing or two in their past. But depending, when I see that Ten of Swords in reverse, it's not like, hey, I want to do this again. It's, I don't want to do that again. This is something that I don't want to feel again. This is something I don't want to go through again. So I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen. So there is an energy here, aside from the energetic protection of not making the mistakes of the past, because you could be tempted to. So let's keep moving. Ten of Swords could also represent endings and stuff like that, but lots of stuff came pouring through right there. So protect your energy for sure. So why is that Three of Pentacles here? Thank you. Oh, why does this feel like an energy leech? All right, now it's all starting to make sense here, Aquarius. There could be somebody in your circle of influence, and when I said that first sentence, like, who's this energy leech, it probably already snapped for you. You got to protect your energy here, because there's either a situation or even an individual, even if they're not purposely doing it, where it's like it just hoovers up your energy. That's how it's feeling to me. A good portion of you too, with the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles in reverse, like there is something that could be off balance about a work situation or a career situation. Maybe that's what's draining you. But I said it in the beginning, I feel like for a lot of Aquarians, for one reason or another, your energy is like a little susceptible. And listen, you know, I'm not a fear monger. I'm not into the whole fear porn thing. But like with what I'm picking up, I'm going to give you the messages I'm getting. And that's what I'm getting. So beware of the people in your circle. Definitely protect your energy and do what you got to do to lock it down, because I'm getting an energy leech. Okay. And the way you would know this is if after you have contact with a situation or an individual, if you feel drained afterwards, it's simple. It's ABC. Let's keep moving over to Lady Justice and see what's going on. I do feel like there should be someone you should be aware of in your circle, okay? Especially if you feel like zapped after dealing with them. And yeah, again, for some of you, it could just be a situation, you know, because the Six of Pentacles, before we move to Lady Justice, is a very giving, equal type of energy, right? It's like I'm giving to this, I'm giving my energy to this. It's very charitable as well. So when I see it in reverse underneath the Three of Pentacles, it's somebody that's giving more than their fair share, or someone that's giving a little too much. So let's just keep moving. Okay, and because now it's getting me irritated. Okay, I'm not sure if you could see my face getting red. Let's move over to Lady Justice and see what's up with her. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow. I'll still smile. I won't get angry. So why is Lady Justice here for Aquarius, please? Thank you. Cool. All right, so that is stable. We have the King of Pentacles in the upright underneath Lady Justice. All right. I like this. I do feel for a lot of you, I wouldn't expect situations to take leaps or go forward by leaps and bounds in this time. I feel like that's something I need to tell a lot of Aquarius collective in this time. Lady Justice with the King of Pentacles in the upright, unless you have a karmic connection to an earth sign. Remember, that's not gender specific. unless it's pointing out this energy I was picking up here. Okay, it could be somebody, an authority figure too, for a portion of you with the King of Pentacles. It doesn't only have to be an earth sign. The universe is going to take care of that at some point, but you got to protect your energy, especially like with the warning of what I was picking up here in the center, that draining type of energy. The universe will take care of that. But another thing I'm picking up with Lady Justice and the King of Pentacles is I'm not expecting drastic changes in Libra season for a lot of you. So if things are fantastic, if things are amazing, they're probably going to stay that way for a while. If things are pretty rough and feeling a little stuck, they might stay that way for a little while. And I'm just being honest with you with what I'm feeling. But again, when I see the karmic energy, now this individual showing up here specifically with anyone in a position of authority, and if it's tying into all the stuff we were picking up here in the center, just please protect your energy. The universe will serve up karma to this individual at some point, but I feel like for the time being, in the short term, just protect yourself. So let's go through and do a quick recap. Listen, I know that reading was going like left, right, up, down, sideways, and all whole bunch of different ways. Only take what hits for you, of course, and please feel free to watch your other alignments. But if you look here in the box, position number 1, we have the Magician with the 10 of Swords in reverse. So yeah, there's this manifesting of like, okay, well, I've kind of been through that before and I don't want to go through it again, avoiding the worst case scenario for sure. But I did say for a lot of Aquarians, you could be extra susceptible in this time to outside energies affecting you, energy of other people. Okay, so just protect yourself, protect your energy. In the center, we have the 3 of Pentacles with the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. So again, to me, this felt like an energy draining, a leech of some sort. So watch the circle around you. There might be a very specific person or situation that you just need to keep an eye on because it's very draining to me. Moving to the back end, we have Lady Justice with the King of Pentacles. Not expecting huge changes right now in the short term. But aside from that, I do feel like, especially if it's an authority figure, the universe will take care of this ingrained situation or problem at some point. But I feel like in the short term, things are going to be at a stalemate. That's just how it's coming through to me. But I feel like everything's going to be okay. So Aquarius, please take a screenshot if you want to look into that further. Let's see what's in the shadows for you. And listen, if you avoid stuff like this already, if this is stuff that you've dealt with in the past and you're avoiding it now, awesome. That's a good thing. I would still protect your energy and do something like cleanse, you name it. So let's see what's going on here for Aquarius, please. And yeah, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing too. So let's get you one. Oh, and yes, if you made it to this point in reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this going. What do we got here? Oh, okay, thank you. The Devil. Okay, so I feel like that kind of fits the theme with what we've been seeing throughout the whole reading itself. Now, nothing to get too freaked out about when this card shows up. It's big Capricorn energy here. The Devil, to me, is an ingrained energy. It's not always super mega toxic. It's not always addictions. To me, I think of this as something that either you've been dealing with it for quite a while, or it's just something that's ingrained. Now, yes, it can be like terrible stuff too. Okay, but I'm not technically feeling that right now. When I see the Devil in the shadows, it does tell me that's something that you could be dealing with, or an issue that you've dealt with before. In the short term, it's still going to be sticking around with, kind of like what we saw here on the back end. Okay, either revisiting it or not. The Devil also cautions you to be cautious, like we saw within the reading itself. So watch the people you surround yourself with, protect your energy. That's the best you could do, right? I mean, we're all protected to an extent, but sometimes you need to call upon that protection. So do what you got to do, my friends. Keep yourself safe and locked down. But yeah, Aquarius, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the October subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can check out my digital calendar for the month of October at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. But for the October subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of one of my favorite decks, the Tarot of the Owls. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. Second, let me know down in the comments, hypothetically, if you had to get a tattoo of a tarot card, which one would you choose and why? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. I'll see you again soon.